Morning, people. Good morning, USA. I want to talk about homeless, unhoused, rentless, freedom, careless, foodless, sockless, shoeless, weedless, hopeless. But I want to sit down because I don't want to be hyped. I want to have a real talk conversation. Let's see. If this thing here, and I stand right next to it. Is this good enough? Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, I have experienced being outside for 2 weeks. I am undercover homeless. Why undercover is because I kind of cheated. I still have a place to live in New York, but in el barrio, but I have to be here for 2 weeks. So, so I had to. I wanted to. Actually, I wanted to one day, but so it happened that it had to be for 2 weeks. 2 weeks is now, 2 weeks is today, plus a couple more days. Next week I'm going back. So I came here first to Las Vegas for a handball tournament. I filmed it the whole day. At night I had to upload everything I filmed because my storage was full. So the next day I couldn't work otherwise. So I worked the whole night, but I worked in front of Starbucks. I wanted to interview homeless people in Los Angeles, but I had to experience it. I cannot just go nothing in my hands and dressed up and clean and say, hey, what's up? How is life? What can we do for you? I had to experience it to ask the right questions to see how it is. The inside. So, I was in front of Starbucks. Two men came around with a pizza and they started eating, having their own conversation. Then we exchanged some cigarettes, some weed and then, they offered me 2 slices of pizza, for which I thank you. One guy, like when he was doing this or that, like I could see the shape of a gun perfectly right here. He was trapped with a gun. I was not afraid. Like I felt like they were my guardian angels. Yes, because there was no negativity at all from them. Somebody stopped by and left us some White Castle sandwiches, and then somebody else came in, picked them up. In the middle of the night, one of them had a blanket, one of them had nothing but just a small coat. So I have one of my coats. I give it to him. I wake him up. I give it to him. He's like, no, this is for my friend. And he gives it to the one with the coat. So he's still cold, but he still gives it to his friend. The next night I'm by myself because I'm waiting for the bus in the morning, so I could go to LA. I met in a wheelchair, stopped by in the morning. I interviewed him for 3 minutes, but we spoke for like 2 hours. We got coffee, then we tried to go to one of those boulevards. And the beautiful woman, responsible, irresponsible. But we didn't reach there because it was too late. I had to go. So then when I got to LA, I was thinking that I'll be here for a day only. I was looking for some bifal and Senegal to get them some of the prints I have, some of the photos from Senegal. But I found the Ethiopian restaurant, Little Ethiopia. Then I got stuck in there for 6 days. Not stuck, but I was around there for 6 days. So the next day I was supposed to go to Seattle, but my uncle is just moving from old house to a new house, which is good, but he's too busy. So the challenge was okay. So you're not gonna do it one day in LA. You're gonna do it a week waiting for that, which is quick. It was yesterday. It was full. And I've been here since yesterday, before yesterday. Yeah, it was before yesterday. Anyways, so where were you? Were you here? Here? So the challenge is gotta do it for a week, right? I'm like, all right, no problem. If you will survive, I will survive too. I need to get a phone to go through the videos and tell you what I have experienced, but I'll try to go shortly. So the Ethiopian place, I made videos of the restaurant, but when I entered with the phone that was connected to the ChatGPT, and then I was asking questions about the culture, the map, the history, and I was making videos like that, like educational and also promotional. And then the owner of the one of the restaurants offered me 3 books to review about Ethiopia on video, like to talk about the monasteries, about the Christianity, about the history. And to me, that looked like a very good job. Like I was going to go to for the humble at the Venice Beach, but I was thinking, what is it better, humble or like ball slapping videos or something reviewing history and Christianity? It's a different impact. Even if it's less views, it doesn't matter. You know, it's a different time spent. Anyway, so I started videoing those, but I'm going to edit them properly to put the pictures, to put the history, to put anything I found else online while researching, while doing this, trying to make a good video. I will spread it into 25 minutes each. It's gonna be a lot of them. But in the back alley, there was a homeless man. I mean, the first day I gave him a couple of cigarettes, and then the other day, so I'm like, I'm gonna go interview him. I interview him I sit down, I interview him for an hour and 20 minutes. But in between, somebody comes up with food. Somebody comes out with clothes. Somebody comes out with more food. Like it was just flowing, just people, like goodness. Like people see people just bringing. I was like surprised. Because that guy was very respectful and people were just like, and clean and everything. So, we talked for an hour and 20 minutes. We talk about his life. We talk about how he lost his father when he was 7. how that had an impact on his whole life. He had to go to prison many times. He's been on the streets for a way too long time, and he's just trying to keep it together. But he has faith. Like what I have seen, to my surprise, like I never experienced this. I met people that are called believers, but I never met believers like that. Like truly, like after the interview finished, we spoke for hours, three, four. I don't know until it got late. And it was me, him, and his friend. One guy from Alabama, one guy from Mississippi, and this guy from all the way from Moldova. Moldova is a little country between Ukraine and Romania. See, right here. The guy from Alabama, I hope get to meet him again. I'm gonna try go back to visit Ethiopia just to meet him. I never heard a voice like that. The way he was playing his voice, he will go hip hop, he will go country music, he will go gospel, he will go anywhere with voice, just voice. Like it was just unbelievable to hear, man. I wish I recorded that. There is so much that I cannot record, sadly, because people are different on the camera and you just get tired because even though you don't hear much, like talking to homeless is different than talking to anybody else because they do not have filters. Like, oh, what is my family? What is my job? What is those people are gonna see about it and think about it? When you ask them a question, they straight answer it. No filters. So it was raw, like meat, raw meat. If one of you likes raw meat, which speaking of, I seen that the Ethiopian restaurant they serve raw meat with the spices. So if you are into it, you could stop by. But what else is good is the coffee. It's called Buna. It's where the coffee started. Ethiopia is one of the first Christian kingdoms, and it has never been conquered, never been colonized. Very proud nation, and all their colors they spread out through all the Africa: red, yellow, and green, and now all the way up to Jamaica. The whole equator, same colors. Like it. So after that, I went to look for a place to sleep. I found it in the park. I found it on the baseball field because there was nobody there, but the sprinklers will start working at night. I found out by sleeping and being woken up by them. And then hide behind the tree, and then the other sprinklers stopped and they kicked me away. So I had to move in the day. Like by 4 in the morning, I had to move my spot because there was a lot of people passing by, and you don't want anybody to pass by wherever you're sleeping, even if it's homeless or not. You want to have as much privacy as possible. You want to see nobody. Nobody wants you. Want nobody to see you too. But it's hard to find a place like that. So once you find it, you can stick to it. So I wake up in the morning excited going back to Ethiopia. Dun, 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 dun. Videos, interviews. Who I interview next? The same day I interviewed those guys, I interviewed somebody that came from the care cops, crew, people that care. Like before the cops, you call the cops on homeless, somebody else comes with no guns and everything, and they say, yo, somebody call the cops on you. You're blocking the street. If you're not moving, cops are gonna come and they're gonna move you. So we talk, they give us some hoodies, some deodorants, some socks. Thank you. That was nice. What else I would suggest you guys to do is, if you can, please include the nail clippers, underwear, toothbrush, toothpaste, a little soap, some of those foil blankets, the one that people wear after the marathons, the ones that keep you warm and they're light on weight because not everybody can carry everything. I need to drink some water. It's way too much. So what I was saying, going back, I introduced somebody from the Miracle Mile outside. There is a hospital for mentally sick. Somebody was also next to me. They asked me to buy them a cigarette and they said at my desk and then they start digging in my backpack. I saw them across the street. I came back. I'm like, you gotta leave. He left, but he took some of my shit and then I had to go back, get him, get the stuff that they stole. That was it, but it was just offensive that, people break your trust like that. So, and when you don't trust people that you should trust, you kind of offend them from the beginning. So it's kind of, either you choose the person to to show them that you don't trust them, or you trust nobody, which is nonsense. When you trust nobody, you kind of lock yourself up in kind of a cage. You put yourself in a cage. You cage yourself. Yeah, you say he found God too. The man at the Miracle Mile say he also believes. People that are at the lowest point need hope, and the cross, the mass, the temple, anything they pray to gives them hope a lot. What I've seen is that they smoke crystal. They say, yo, you smoke? I'm like, no. Smoke crystal? No. You smoke fentanyl? No. You smoke? What else they smoke? I don't know, wherever they smoke, but it's like the one that they have in the pipe and then they warm it up and that they smoke, they inhale the vapor. This, the smoke, it's, it's unbelievable what effects it has on a, on a person, on a human being. I've seen it. I've seen the same person before for a few hours and then after for a few hours. And it was unbelievable, like what was happening. Like the brain was melting. I could see like, what the hell? Where is this guy? Who is this guy? It's unbelievable what it does. Like you have a 30, 40 years of life experience and then you start smoking this synthetic nonsense and your brain is just melting down. Lose your hair. So, these drugs are cheap. They say that you buy them for $5 and you can smoke a whole day for $5. And it's easy to judge, like from the side. He's a druggie. He's lost. He's whatever. But to become homeless is not a hard thing to happen. It's something very easy. Your house could burn one day. You could lose your everything one day. You could. There's many ways that it could happen. And for me to be more precise, let me look it up.